The countdown has started. The coronation of King Charles III is just hours away from now. And we are here in London to get you all the updates, tracking all the developments as the city prepares to crown the king. The coronation will happen at Westminster Abbey. People are hoping it doesn't rain and the rain doesn't dampen their spirits. King Charles III and Queen Camilla will be leaving the Buckingham Palace. They'll be heading towards Westminster Abbey, and people are expected to line up that entire coronation procession route to catch a glimpse of the royal couple. They will be travelling in the Diamond Jubilee State Coach. This one. It may look ancient, but has air conditioning and electric windows.
So this coach beside me will be a key part of the procession going from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey. It's the Diamond Jubilee State Coach, the newest coach in the Royal Mews here at Buckingham Palace.
The coronation ceremony is expected to begin at 11 a.m. local time, and it will last for about an hour, over an hour, which actually is quite trimmed as compared to late Queen Elizabeth's coronation ceremony, which went on for 3 hours back in 1953. And what will happen in this 1 hour? First will be the recognition of the monarch. King Charles III will be standing beside the coronation chair or the Edward's chair. The Archbishop of Canterbury will call on the attendees to recognize the monarch. He will say, "Sirs, I here present unto you King Charles, your undoubted king." And the monarch will then be asked if he will govern the UK and the Commonwealth with law and justice, and if he will maintain Christianity in the nation. The British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will deliver a reading of the Bible. And King Charles will then take his oath by resting his hand on the Bible. He will kiss the Bible before signing his oath. And then there will be the anointing. The Archbishop will pour the chrism oil on the king's hands, chest and head. And this tradition is supposed to reinforce the divine right of the monarch. Also, I don't know if you know this, but the chrism oil that will be used for the ceremony was made in March in Jerusalem. It was made using olives harvested from 2 groves. Following the anointing, Charles will be presented with various regalia, and then the king will be crowned. This is the crown that he will be wearing. It's called St. Edward's crown. It was made back in 1661 for the coronation of King Charles II and has been stored in the Tower of London ever since. This crown is made of solid gold. It is studded with 44 gemstones, including rubies, sapphires. The crown weighs 5 pounds. And this is the first and the only time Charles will be wearing this crown. But it will not be the only crown that the king will be wearing. We are being told that during the coronation service, the king will also wear the imperial state crown. This one. This crown was recently placed on Queen Elizabeth's coffin. It was worn by the late queen during her coronation. When King Charles is being crowned, gun salutes will be fired from military bases around the UK. And once King Charles is crowned, he will be moved from the coronation chair to the throne. The Archbishop will then deliver a prayer, and this will be followed by the crowning of Queen Consort Camilla. Yes, it is not only King Charles III who will be crowned as a part of that ceremony, but also Queen Consort Camilla. She will be anointed, invested and crowned. This is the crown that she will be wearing, the Queen Mary's crown. It has been reset with diamonds from Queen Elizabeth's personal jewelry collection. Now, unlike in the past, the Queen Consort will be crowned in full view without any canopy to shield her. And following this, the King and the Queen will be leaving from Westminster Abbey, and they will be undertaking what's called the coronation procession. And this time, they will use the Gold State Coach, this one. It is 260 years old. It is set to it will be pulled by 8 horses and can only travel at walking pace.
This coach will be the centrepiece of the much larger and longer procession from Westminster Abbey back to Buckingham Palace on Coronation Day. The coach is huge. You might be able to tell that from how I'm standing beside it. It's nearly 4 metres tall, it's over 7 metres long. It weighs 4 tonnes. Because of that, it can only be used at a walking pace, which really adds to the majesty and the stateliness of this great royal procession.
This coach was first used by King George III to travel to the state opening of the Parliament in 1762. And the coach has been used in every coronation since King William IV in 1831. Members of the public will be lining up along the way to greet the royal couple, to catch a glimpse. 4,000 military personnel will also be a part of the procession, including armed forces from Commonwealth countries. British overseas territories, the sovereign's bodyguard, also the royal watermen. And after arriving back at the Buckingham Palace, the King and the Queen will be receiving a royal salute from the military. And this will be followed by a balcony moment, the kind you see at royal weddings, jubilees, etc., where the royal couple will be joined by other members of the royal family. And there will be a fly past by military aircraft featuring planes from World War II. And like you can see, it is quite a day that the UK is gearing up for. It is hosting a coronation ceremony after 70 long years, and the excitement in the air has been quite visible. Although I must tell you that the weather tomorrow may play damp squib. Rain is expected, and you should not be surprised given that it's London. Come rain or sun, we will be live from London tomorrow to get you all the glitz and glory as the developments happen. Many VVIPs, in fact, have already arrived here in London to attend that grand occasion. There will be over 2,000 guests at the coronation, like we've been telling you, including members of the British royal family. There are royals from around the world as well. There are heads of state who will be attending. Japan's Crown Prince Akishino and Crown Princess Kiko have already landed in London. The King and Queen of the Netherlands expected to attend as well. So is the royal couple of Belgium, Bhutan, Prince and Princess of Monaco, and also on the guest list are Jill Biden, the First Lady of the United States, the French President Emmanuel Macron, also the President of Germany, and also the President of Italy, Sergio Mattarella. The Prime Ministers of Australia and New Zealand have already arrived. And now, with just hours to go for that big event, preparations are underway in full swing. People have started gathering outside the Buckingham Palace. And inside the palace, cameras caught glimpses of the last-minute vacuum. In fact, media crew from around the world have already set up makeshift studios, and people from around the world are already camping on the road leading to Buckingham Palace.
Thank you. I saw you in the York show a few years ago. I did, and I told you I was going to show you.
In fact, they have set up colorful tents. They are carrying flags, paraphernalia.
It's just such a unique opportunity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I mean, it's been over 70 years since the last time something like this has happened, and it's just a really cool opportunity for us to we could all make it work this time to get together, and we thought, why not see this? It's history in motion, so it's kind of a cool opportunity to do this.
I made this promise to myself when I was a young girl that I would come to the coronation when this day happened, and I made that promise to myself, and I'm here. So I'm happy to be here, even though I'm not British, but it feels like it's a global celebration. Lots of fun, lots of energy. I love the people I've met. I love the pomp and pageantry. And it's everything everyone says about the British. They really know how to put on a show, so we're waiting for tomorrow.
Earlier today, King Charles and Camilla were seen arriving at the Westminster Abbey for a rehearsal. The coronation horses were also seen practicing for that big day. 6 of the 8 horses who will be pulling the stage coach were spotted parading through central London. And these horses are named Icon, Shadow, Milford, Echo, Knightsbridge. So this is what London looks like a day ahead of the coronation ceremony. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.